seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Yeah. We're just going live now. So, are you good? You need us? We're live in Dota TV. That's right.
Hello, friends.
All right, let's do this. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The Perfect World Masters minor tournament continuing, day number 2 coverage. The group stages, of course. We got some Group A action now, and we have 2 American teams going at it. The Battle of the North versus the South. We got Complexity Gaming going up against SG Esports here. I'm Breaky CPK. Going to be joined by Lacoste. How's it going, man?
Hello, friend and friends, Dota friends, whoever watches this amazing tournament so far. It's pretty good. A little chilly once again.
It's a little cold here. It is.
A little chilly in China.
It is a little chilly outside and a little chilly inside at times. We requested some heaters. We'll see if that comes about. But you know what? This match going to warm us up, no doubt. Two solid teams, of course, going at it here. And let's be frank. These are 2 teams that definitely, again, with one team being eliminated at the end of the group stages, a lot of people are looking at possibly these 2 teams. Of course, you got Vegas Squadron in the mix as well currently with their 2 losses of series. So. Right now, Complexity Gaming, I believe they have 3 points. They're 1-0-1 with the 2-0 series victory. SG Esports with 1 point with a 1-1 and then an 0-2. So, if that makes any sense, point is you wanna win here with both of these teams. So I'm excited to be casting Complexity Gaming.
I already apologized for you. Because I know you're going to be biased towards Complexity.
I'm not going to be biased.
You're not going to be biased?
There's no way that's going to happen.
I'll say when you do it, all right?
Okay, yeah. Just point it out any time that I'm biased, and I'll see what I can do about it. But we got Ogre Magi first pick into the Dazzle, Gyrocopter, and then Puck so far. The response from Complexity.
Maybe you won't be biased if SG doesn't allow you to be biased towar's coL, huh?
That's a good point. Yeah. No, that's one way to look at it. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Complexity has to put
being biased right now.
That's not biased. That's being realistic. Come on now. There's a difference. There's a difference. No, really though, I think this should be a good series. No doubt. I mean, SG Esports, to me, SG is one of those teams at these LAN events. Obviously, they have more and more experience now in the season. Are, I think, unarguably right now the best team out of South America. And if anything, they always they show up to these LANs and definitely have some big results as far as match victories. Now, they don't necessarily get too far in the events overall, but I could see a split series here at the least. I do favor Complexity, but I could see a split series, no doubt, here. So, but I will say Ogre Match at the first pick. I know Complexity Gaming has been getting sold on this hero very lately. In general, it seems like Ogre Magi has kind of become a go-to support this latest patch here.
Yeah, well, we can see Ogre. That's classic coL hero. coL's been playing kind of a different style lately. He's been the ward bitch pretty much.
Yeah.
Like he ends up with no items, whether the team is winning or not. Loves to buy buckler. Like it doesn't matter what hero he plays. It's just a classic buckler.
Yeah. That is very coL. coL's always kind of been that, going back to the Hollandaise, of course, and yes, I'm going to make references to that because that's a knowledge that I know of these guys, and I think it's relevant, especially in a case like this where you point out the casual buckler build. That's very him as a captain. Complexity is I don't want to say very unique team, but that is one of their strengths / special strategies is that they like to do the team objectives. They like to build these aura items, the Vlads, to get the Solar Crest for the team, Helma the Dominator, I like to stress. They're one of the few teams that seem like maybe pick it up on a more consistent basis than others. They put a lot of value in that idea, in that strategy. So, getting caught up in Complexity. Let's talk about the other side. Dazzle, Gyrocopter coming out from them. What do you think of that start right there?
Gyro, I think he's going to be one of the hottest picks this tournament and in the couple of next months, I guess, until IceFrog decides to nerf him. Hero, so versatile, scales so well into mid-game, can fight once he gets level 6, can just TP to a lane, help wherever pretty much, and scale so well into the late game. In the previous series, LFY did such a good job with it.
Yeah.
They banned out the Axe, natural ban against the Dazzle. Vici had it in the previous game, but it wasn't really effective. There's still Panda in the pool, which Complexity loves to play.
Yeah, even in the one position, actually, Chessie does play quite a bit of Brewmaster. That's one of his niche heroes, definitely. Moo could also play in that off lane. Beastmaster, is he still available? Yeah, Beastmaster's another one that definitely comes to mind for Moo.
Moo loves the... I mean, Moo has been buffed. He's been playing Beastmaster like a unique style. He gets Helm of the Dominator.
Exactly, yeah.
Now he doesn't even need to, but I saw him playing a game, the new Beastmaster, where he actually got Helm of the Dominator, so he has an extra creep.
Yeah, I mean that could be that. I mean, I can see the strategy there. Definitely, it's almost you almost become Chen to an extent. Hell, you could argue a better Chen in a lot of ways at that point. So yeah, that's a hero right now that's on the board that I would not be surprised to see picked up, of course, for Complexity. You mentioned the Brewmaster on top of that. They're gonna have to deal with the Clockwork now, so a little bit more roam coming out from SG Esports. But yeah, Gyrocopter really has been, especially in the Chinese scene, I've noticed a very popular hero this patch. But Ancient Apparition for Complexity. Interesting. So yeah, what does that mean?
It means that Clockwork is going to have a really good game.
Okay.
Against AA and Ogre Magi, both of the heroes have no escape mechanism. Like, they can't get out of the cogs, so it's going to be a pretty good Clockwork game, in my opinion.
I'm also wondering now if Kyle's going to end up playing the Ogre or if he's going to play the Ancient Apparition and instead Z-Freak on the Ogre. But see, my response to that, though, is, as I'm answering myself, I guess, but Z-Freak, a lot of people suggest, you know, in 4 position in general, you usually like to see this playmaker here, right? Like the Earth Spirit, Spear Breaker, etc. AA and Ogre, neither one of those are necessarily that, right? So right off the bat, that kind of feels a little off to me as far as where Complexity is going. Are you as concerned, or do you think it could work out just fine?
I'm not sure it can work. Ogre needs to create a lot of space for other lanes. A pretty static hero, pretty much always on the lane. These two need to work together actually to make something happen.
Yeah.
Unlike the supports on the side of SG Esports, Dazzle, pretty static hero, just lane dominator, has a TP. Just to save the people. Clockwork, on the other hand, pretty mobile, can get a lot of kills. I wonder what they're gonna pair it up with. Maybe, I don't know if is Bottom still in the pool. It is. It is.
Looks like it, Marana.
I don't know if ADR plays Invoker.
I can't say off the top of my head.
Like Alacrity plus a Clockwork Sunstrike seems good on the paper, but the problem is Invoker is not that good in the laning stage. That's why.
Yeah. Tidehunter coming out as the offlane hero for SG Esports. Definitely another kind of one of these that's getting more exposure with the recent patch. Just that beefy offlaner to work with. And obviously brings a great initiation for the team. Sets up a call down pretty well for the Gyrocopter right there. So, yeah, it seems like overall a solid choice for SG Esports. Back to Complexity. I will suggest, or I will say it as well, they did run a position 4 puck yesterday. That was one of the more noticeable things overall in the match that happened yesterday.
Well, EG run that stuff long ago.
They ran,
it's not that popular, but it's doable.
Yeah.
I mean, Puck is... I mean, they can switch it around, but Puck is a good hero for a mid lane because he's really not affected by Clockwork ganks. That's why you want to have like a Queen of Pain or... so Puck can be a mid laner. Usually, when Drow Ranger is picked, you want to have that Puck on an off lane, so he actually dominates the lane.
What I was getting at, possibly, you know, seeing Z-Freak more of that playmaker, maybe playing the Puck here than even like an Ancient Apparition mid. That's something we have seen as well, but that may be a little extreme, but something to keep in mind at least. Drow Ranger, though, the 4th pick, as we're getting at there for Complexity, so that they're going to be running a Drow strat. Definitely a team that does prefer to run a Drow strat from time. You mentioned that sets up perhaps to have Puck more in the off lane, and then they still need that middle option. Strong middle here. And I was looking, okay, Nature's Prophet is banned. That's a very popular hero there as well. Obviously, very good synergy with the Drow, so not to see that ban though early on.
I'm afraid about the Drow pick as well. I already mentioned that this is going to be a good Clockwork game. Now they even picked the Drow Ranger. Once he gets into her face, she does not get the bonus agility and has no escape mechanism. I mean, she leans towards building a pike.
4-staff
yeah, so
pike, yeah.
It's a must-have this game.
Team pick.
Yeah, very good against Clockwork, of course. So having that natural builder for the item most certainly helps. But now the final pick for Complexity, again, it's they're in this spot of do they really make sure to get that hero that has that synergy with the Drow, or do they go? I mean, I guess pretty much has to be, right? Yeah. What are the options right here? Something like a TA maybe is still on the board for a mid TA here that would set up the puck in the off lane, then draw safe lane.
Let me just check a little bit the heroes. What else is there? Well, maybe a Medusa. Oh,
well, Medusa just got banned. Yeah, that could.
I'm watching at my screen. I'm not cheating.
Cheating. Okay, Venomancer. All right, it was another option there. That was there, and definitely can take advantage of the Drow aura. So they go Venomancer, their final pick. But again, even with everything now picked, you're still a little bit like, all right, so who's going to be where? If you had to guess, it was probably going to be a limp Venomancer, so mid Veno, puck off lane still.
Mid Veno, I suppose. Okay. I mean, they can switch it around, see what's going to be mid for SG, and then just adapt. So they can do both.
SG, yeah, whoever their mid option is going to be, or maybe not. They go Phantom Lancer.
So that's the hero. He doesn't care about whether it's Veno or puck.
Mm-hmm.
So he can easily dodge the Veno stuff. Gale is now dispellable, so he dispels it with the Doppelganger.
True. He will be, there's a fair amount of AoE here between Ancient Apparition, the Ice Blast, Puck, of course, and even Draw Ranger with the Gust is a solid tool against Phantom Lancer. So that'll be something that, of course, he has to keep in mind. But no, overall, it seems like Phantom Lancer a strong option here for SG Esports, and Costabel going to be the one playing the Gyrocopter. So it looks like that they're setting up to have a Phantom Lancer in the mid lane. At least who's playing what right here. So
they can still swap it around if they want, but.
5 seconds remaining.
Puck does better against Phantom Lancer, in my opinion.
So Moo's going to play the Veno. Okay.
Yeah. AA and Veno, that's a lot of magical damage. It's like if one of them builds Whale, it's just insane amount of damage during the mid game.
Yeah.
But there you have a Tidehunter, who's a natural pipe and a Mech/Guardian Greaves carrier, so he kind of counters both of them. Also, you have a Dazzle with even more heal. I favor SG's lineup.
How dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you?
I'm just gonna need to go against you. That's why.
Who says I'm going complexity? You don't know what I'm going yet. You don't know what I'm going. Yeah, I'm going complexity. Now, that is a very good point, though. I mean, having that natural pipe builder against all this magic damage of complexity is no doubt a valuable tool that SG Sports has to work with, and I'm sure just another reason on the list of why they picked that Tidehunter when they did. So,
I mean, SG has a Rocket lineup. They have a Rocket League right there with Clock and Gyro.
That's a way to look at it, yeah? You're one of those guys. You like to see the theme of lineups as far as like colors and
green,
stuff. Yeah, naturally that's going to be a good lineup because they're all blue heroes. Yeah, that's how it works here. Tidehunter is going to shape up to be in the safe lane to start things off, it looks like. So it's going to be an aggressive tri-lane coming out from SG Sports, at least how it's looking so far. Again, everyone has those free TP, so obviously movement most certainly can happen right here.
So there's the combo. Look at Moo. He just spawned a banana. One more. Imagine if they had a Monkey King.
Yes.
There's the combo.
Yeah, bananas and monkeys. They like those things. Jesus. That is very true. They do not have a Monkey King, though, unfortunately, so they cannot take advantage of that great synergy. What
do we have coL with one shared tango? I mean, he's so fat, already bought Orb of Venom, Stout Shield,
wow, yeah.
Clarity. Guys, I need a tango as well. Didn't buy anything.
A little bit of damage there. Yeah, and you were here suggesting that he's one that sacrifices for the team. He's like, no, give me tangos. Yeah, no, he's Ogre Magi, and of course, very, very tanky support option, and he's especially with the lane matchup down here, he's not going to be too concerned. And so they're going to go Drow Ogre in the off lane, and going to match up against the Tidehunter instead.
Yeah, he's going to harass this Tidehunter so much at level 1.
That should work out pretty well, it seems like. So complexity, I think it's safe to say I don't know if they necessarily saw what was happening right here, or if this is just almost what they expected, but this is probably the matchups that they like, right? Where they have Venomancer essentially sacrificing himself against 3 heroes at the top lane, allowing Drow to ideally free from at the bottom, though. That's what they're going for.
Yeah, I don't think AA should be here. SG with the taunts already. That's what they're known for. South America, baby.
They love to play, man.
Well,
so you're mentioning Ancient Apparition to be at the bottom lane, probably a little bit overkill. Just not
yeah, but
necessary.
I don't think they can score a kill. He actually went for Kraken Shell level 1.
Yeah. Mitigating some harassment, that damage. Ideally, as I say that, though, he's taking a good amount of damage right here. He will barely survive. Is able to pop the south. There was a TP coming in, but it got canceled, realizing that he was actually going to survive there. So, yeah, look at this, though. The creep wave behind going all the way to the tower. So, a little bit awkward there for them. Have to deal with.
Well, the extra slow amount is just so good on AA right now. Oh, top lane.
Homing missile. Love the sound of that. Mu does not. He's in trouble. Oh, nice heal as well coming out, and that will be a first blood. Drawn by SG Esports right there. So good pursuit. The homing missile. Pretty good stun and just decent damage, even at level 1. Catches Mu off guard right there. So that's the power of the aggressive trial lane coming out for SG Esports. And, you know, seeing that now, especially if you're Complexity, are you still fine having him basically solo this top lane, knowing how vulnerable he is to dying?
You're talking about
the Venomancer, yeah.
Well, they need to help the Venomancer. I mean, it's a Tidehunter. You don't want to pressure Tidehunter too much. He's still gonna get farm anyways. They just oh, AA with the
wow.
He needs help.
I think it's safe to say now, 2 deaths later, yeah, he needs help.
No, we're gonna need to rephrase that. He needed help. Now it's really late to actually help him, but they need to. Clockwork is level 2, almost level 3, so they can pretty much kill either Ogre or whoever he catches in the cogs.
Yeah, it's one of those cases, better late than never, of course, but now he's in a spot, too. It's actually Ogre Magic's in trouble now. coL getting a little bit too comfortable in the lane. They're going to take advantage of that. This is going to be a 3-0 start for SG Esports. Yeah, not too sure what he was thinking, frankly, because Veno, as I was just about to suggest, he's having to run back due to dying so quickly the second time right there after he TP'd in.
What do you mean what he was thinking? He's coL. You don't question coL's decisions.
Even coL can be questioned as far as... I'm sure he would gladly say... in hindsight, yeah, he probably shouldn't have been there in the first place. Again, Venomancer making his way back. Does get here now, but it's almost like Complexity. Yeah, I mean, you're at a point where you just have to stop going up too far, because clearly this is a very aggressive trial lane that you're dealing with, and 3 deaths later.
You don't feel the presence of their supports, Ogre and AA. Like, they didn't do anything. They tried to kill Tidehunter, failed to do so. Tidehunter has a TP scroll, so if they just put the Cold Feet plus Chilling Touch and try to go for him, he's just going to TP out.
Yeah. Well, how's the middle matchup going? Haven't really mentioned that yet. 18-4 versus 8-1. Wow.
Yeah, Limp is destroying him on mid lane.
I guess that's expected, though, right?
Well, I said that it's better to put a puck on mid instead of Venomancer, that's why.
Yeah, Limp having a very good time right there, so definitely going to be the shining star for Complexity. Well, I mean, I guess Drow's obviously also having a great time. So as great as that trial lane is going to the top lane, they essentially are sacrificing it. So it's, I guess in that idea, that's what Complexity is okay with. But at the same time, SG Esports, getting 3 kills, Gyrocopter most certainly is going to take advantage of the early farm here.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's going to be a really good game for Puck. He has that... precision aura, that's why he's destroying the lane so much, and they really can't gank him with Clockwork and Dazzle, so it's gonna be a lot of on shoulders of Limp.
Top lane, are they going in again? No, Clockwork's setting up. Let's have the cogs. He's gonna run in at Mu. coL, not much he can do. He just still has the Ignite. He doesn't even have Fire Blast yet, so just has to kind of sit there and say, stop hurting my friend. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
coL buffed the tower.
Might as well. That's what I'm saying. He literally could do nothing right there, so might as well try. I mean, the tower was attacking a couple times, so technically, I guess that was an okay play, but yeah, it's just a really, really tough spot. So Complexity just doing their best to kind of minimize the damage as much as possible, but SG Esports played it very well at the top lane. Bottom lane, though, Tidehunter, he is tanky. Level 2 Kraken Shell. Is it tanky now? Probably not. One more auto attack. Yeah, they get it out. Even the Illusion's assisting, and Z-Freak credit for the kill down here. So Complexity finally does get on the board as far as hero kills are concerned. But so this is one of those cases, like Koss, where you have one team having a very dominant lane at top in SG and the Gyrocopter farm, but technically the other 2 laners, mid and bottom, is being won by Complexity side. So which team would you say is having the advantage because of this?
Well, obviously Complexity, because of the farm they're getting the farm on Drow, which she needs. They're not shutting down Drow. And Venomancer can come back into the game easily. It's an off-lane Venomancer, we can call it. Plus he has Drow Aura. Once she hits level 6, he can just farm so fast. Plus Bloodlust as well from Ogre.
That's the idea. That's has that comeback mechanic most certainly. All the wars to work with, and how's he leveling, by the way? He actually isn't putting in Plague Wars just yet. He's got the 2 in Poison Sting and 1 in Venomous Skill. And speaking of that, top lane homing missile coming in on a coL. No, not going to be any follow up though. Simply harassing. Who's rotating over? That would be an Invisible Clockwork, who's going to pick up the 6-minute bounty rune on the way. And Phase Boots also just delivered a Gyrocopter, so definitely a kill could be coming. Moo. Oh, yeah, he's in trouble. Ooh, he falls back just in time. If he sticks around another second or two, he is most certainly dead right here. But Clockwork's still going to sit on top of them, get the vision. So if either one of them push up even just a bit right here.
I mean, they saw him picking up that Invis rune.
Okay.
Puck said it, and they're still sticking there. Oh, the rotation from AA, just canceling the TP.
All right,
No,
so
it was Puck actually who tried to TP.
yeah, Puck was TPing in like immediately, but then realized that they're backing up. But maybe they're not. Costaball, he's going in still. Running with those new Phase Boosts picked up. I just mentioned the homing missile is up. Is that going to be enough damage? It sure is, man. Costaball taking some damage in return for the tower, but he'll be fine. He gets a heal up with the dazzle there and just walks it off. So that was a slowly evolving kill right there. I mean, it seemed like that ultimate complexity was going to be fine, and then all of a sudden they weren't. They just really dove out. And that's SG Esports playstyle, though. It feels like they're not afraid to just go in.
Yeah, on the bottom lane, Drow Ranger, they're gonna kill the tower. She hits level 6, has Aquila with the siege creep. Z-Freak just trying to tank the damage from the tower so siege creep does not die. He's gonna get the last hit actually. It's pretty huge for AA. He's getting super close to that Midas.
Yeah.
And he's gonna farm the forest just to get to level 6 as well. Ogre's gonna be a Ward Bitch anyways.
Yeah, again, obviously with who's playing what is on top of that against Z-Freak, more of the playmaker, position 4. Again, it goes back to Ancient Apparition usually isn't that, but I guess with the early hand of Midas, I assume he's going to go right into the Yags, right? That's going to be the build here, or is he going to... Do you think other directions?
4 staff.
You think 4? Okay,
four
for the
staff
clockwork.
The clockwork,
okay, yeah.
rockets, whatever.
So maybe the 4 staff at least first, and eventual Yags could be in the table there, but yeah, you're right, 4 staff. Pretty good value. So we'll see how that works out for them. They do have a massive stack over here, as Drow is level 6 now. On top of that, the Mask Command is queued up. 930 gold saved up on him. You see Dazzle taking advantage of that new Poison Touch. I'm a Dazzle player myself. It feels good with the new Poison Touch, personally. I don't know if you play much Dazzle or have with the new patch, but well, that AoE Poison Touch, it's a nice little farming tool as well to an extent.
Yeah, he received some of the buffs.
Yeah.
It's cool, but I still didn't see the full potential of it. The people don't max it. I mean, in pubs, but I'm still waiting for the
carry Dazzle.
For the
make
carry Dazzle.
A debut.
Yeah.
Get that Deso, Roller Crest.
Roaming Dazzle with Orb of Venom and Poison Touch.
There's potential, man. 60 damage, level 10. I'm telling you, that's my 3K games I've wrecked. Hey, don't laugh. Gyrocopter. He's got the call down ready. They're gonna put some pressure at this top tower. I mean, Clockwork also dealing with the Plague Wards though, so Moo, I guess ultimately doing a good job there using those level 2 Plague Wards and kind of keeping them at bay, scouting them out, making sure they're not going to get the angles that they're hoping for. And
they even gave the lane to AA so he can get that Midas even faster because Drow farms jungle faster than AA.
Yeah.
And the lane is at the tower. He hits level 6 before minute 10. You know you're having a good time.
Yeah.
Especially on a support.
Yeah, again, the Hand of Midas is just about there. I mean, 1350 gold saved up, so it needs 300 more. You'll have it. Something we really haven't touched on too much yet is actually going back to the middle lane. The Phantom Lancer has been jungling quite a bit. He essentially gave up the middle lane. I mean, obviously we saw how far ahead Limp was, so I guess it kind of makes sense, but I mean, the farm of Phantom Lancer is a little bit lacking due to that.
What? He has 200 damage, more than 200 damage, plus an Invis rune now.
Yeah, this should
Run
be
back.
And it's Gyrocopter. This is the prime target as well. Okay, it seemed like he was going to run away, but he's going back in now, Limp. He's scouting things out. Sentry Ward is down. Did they see him? They must have seen him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so he'll get the Dazzle at least. Yeah, that is some absurd damage. But, you know what? If you're SG Esports, considering what you're dealing with right there, you're fine with that. Like, that's your best case. only losing the Dazzle. Because that could have definitely been the Gyrocopter.
So AA with 11-minute Midas and the Boots of Speed. They're going on a Tidehunter. AA ulti connects. He's gonna go down.
That's a kill, right? Yeah. Ice Blast. Yep. So they get Tidehunter again. That's, yeah. Again, a 4-position Ancient Apparition. I still stick by. This is not your usual playmaker hero, but maybe I'm wrong, Lacoste. I mean, it is Z-Freak after all. It's the Ice Blast doing a lot of work right there. So.
I mean, he's known for his AA plays.
Yep.
But this is too much even for him.
Well, his partner in crime here, Chessie, does have the Mask of Madness and farming the Ancients nearby. So it's also been interesting how they've been doing this. It seems like, speaking of jungling, Drow's been actually going into the jungle a little bit while Ancient Apparition's kind of taking over the lane. And you're just suggesting, oh, he's level 8 now.
Gotta gank that AA, huh?
Yeah, they're going for the 3-man gank. I mean, Ravage is ready. Oh, the hook shot misses. And Z-Freak going to start running. The call down coming out, but he's definitely living. And they're going for some turn. The cogs are going to be used. Simply zone out Limp, who TP'd in, and that'll be the end of the counter play. But man, missing that rocket, or missing the hook shot, I should say. Costing that kill right there. Very close call. I couldn't really tell if that was Z-Freak doing a stutter step or what, but because I don't think Clockwork, I believe he was smoked up right there, if I'm not mistaken. So
look at the chicken.
What's that? Oh, coming out?
3 times 2 clarity potions.
Yeah, they're using it efficiently. Look at, speaking of that, delivering a Moo. Look at all his stacks that Moo's doing here with the Venomancer. So talking about the recovery, he's on his way to doing so. And yeah, the early Veil pickup by Puck, of course, understandable considering the lineup. You were talking about that earlier. A lot of magic damage here that they have. So how's it going for the other side, though? Phantom Lancer, he's going to be going the first item Diffusal. I know you're a fan of that, Lacoste.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Boots of Travel or Manta. This is something new, like first item Manta style, even though you don't need to dispel anything. I mean, you have a Doppelganger to dispel things.
Yeah. Whew. Missing the kill on a Gyrocopter down here. Limp hunting for him, but looks like they just missed him. Oh, they will see Dazzle TPing out of the Dream Coils. He was the Courier. Actually spotted him initially as he was just about to finish his TP. So Bardino going to live as long as possible, and Waning Rift eventually finishes him off. Gyrocopter, he's going to TP out before he too gets caught. So that just happened to be a little bit of luck there for Complexity with the delivery of the item at that time, but they'll take it. They find Dazzle. Gyrocopter, though, speaking of progression for SG Esports, he's got the drums and on its way to his own Mask of Madness.
AA has more net worth than your mid Phantom Lancer.
Yeah. So you're saying it's good news for Complexity. Yeah, that's the way to look at it. Yeah, no, that's again, it was a tough matchup. You mentioned that, and we saw that again. Limp, great player. So, oh no, is Tidehunter in trouble? That's not going to be enough for the kill, but that does hurt him a bit. I heard the hook shot going off top lane. They do jump on a Moo. Going to be a return damage, though. Poison Nova already activated. The call down will help finish off Moo right there, but the Waning Rift to snipe out Clockwork and take care of him in return. So a 1-for-1 kill.
So Puck is so farmed at the moment, he decides he does not need to go for a Blink Dagger because they will not be fighting. They're just waiting for the items to get... Oh, he has Dream Coil on top.
Is he going in? He sure is. He's going to the flank. Is it? It is level 2 Dream Coils. Wow, he's level 13. Wow. He's just waiting for the right time. And Ice Blast, I guess, it's the right time. Oh! All 3. The Dream Coil. That's all 3. Down goes Gyrocopter. Down goes Dazzle. And down goes Tidehunter. Well played coming out from coL. Indeed, very good execution between the AA and the Puck right there. That's why he was being so patient.
It didn't hit anyone with the damage,
no,
but
flew through.
He got them with the effect.
Yeah.
So I was talking about Boots of Travel on that Puck. Now he's even getting close to a Blink Dagger, 700 gold away. The amount of the farm he gets from Precision Aura, it's just too much.
It's great synergy. It is. There's no doubt in that. And level 14, I still can't get over that. I mean, he's level 14. He's 3 levels higher. This is like a Meepo status right here, as far as what you'd maybe see with one hero just getting so far ahead. But yeah, no, Limp is no doubt having a very, very good time. Again, he basically
you know what they say. If her age is on the clock, we can say for the Dota, if the level is on the same as the clock,
yeah,
you're having a good time.
Yes, we'll go with that. Limp, he's gonna not only be fine, but maybe Dazzle is the one in trouble. Base shift the dodge. No, Dazzle will survive as well as Puck decides to just keep running right there. So Going to try to finish the Blink Dagger. As he's taking out some jungle creeps nearby, so he'll basically have it here. You have Ogre Magi. Hell, even Ogre, you know, level 9. He's managed not too bad. He died earlier on in that top lane assisting, but coL, he's in level 10. He's got an Urn, got an Arcane Boots, and really across the board complexity. What overall was a horrible top lane has just it ended up working out just fine, really. I mean, because even Venomancer, yeah. It's level 11 almost.
He's just gonna cast Poison Nova, cast some Plague Wards. That's it. That's what he's gonna do.
And this is a Drow Aura too. It keeps going back to that. And allows you to recover that much more efficiently. SG Esports going for a big play right here. They know they need to. They're down 11,000 net worth very early on in the game. Clockwork jumping onto Chessie. The follow-up is very late, though, and Puck is now coming in response. The Veil put out. That's going to be easy kill on a Clockwork. At least the homing missile finally connected on a Drow. Will Drow go down to this? No, he's going to be fine. That was very close, and they'll pop the Shrine nearby. Keep him alive, but you could just tell the follow-up from SG Esports was so delayed. I don't know if they were just boxed out by somebody or they were just unsure of whether to go in, as Limp also finds a kill on Bardino right there. Playing Dazzle with the Dream Coil catch. So, yeah, that was a very awkward initiation. Clockwork, because one of your cases, he's so good at getting in, but you got to really make sure your team can follow it up effectively.
Yeah, God, please no. He actually made Boots of Travel on Phantom Lancer, and they're losing 13,000 gold.
So you're a fan, you're saying, yes.
Yeah, like, how do you get back into the game? You're losing the game, you spend 2,000 gold on item that is completely useless. Like, it doesn't provide you anything.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm definitely with you there. It seems like a very odd choice. It's like, okay, sure, now he has more mobility to go farm in other places, but he's still taking, you know, a fair amount of time to kill the said creeps in the first place, and the inevitable fighting's happening. So having an item like a Diffusal Blade, or at least the buildings of it, that much more damage, potentially could be a difference maker. So, yeah, it does seem like an off choice here. Coming off the PL. Oh, that was right on the money there.
Bardino.
Okay, that happened. Kind of just accepting fate.
AA is going for Aghanim Scepter first item because Drow Ranger already has a Pike finish, so that's one Force Staff, and Venomancer is going to have one once he gets the Courier.
Yeah,
he can afford it.
Exactly. Yeah. This feels like a... I agree with you, the Force Staff would have been so good in general too, but
he's not fighting at all. He's just throwing the ulti from the other side of the map.
Yeah, no, so might as well get an item that just enhances that rather than...
Well, level 10 talent on AA is... both of them are so good right now. Like, he had that early Midas.
Yeah.
Usually AA is played as 5, so they go for the gold talent. I'll keep that one for later, I guess.
Well, yeah, they're going in middle lane. Moo's trying to live right here. Poison Nova not ready, still on. coL is going to force staff away. Buying time for Chessie to put in some good auto attacks. Clockwork is now resurrected, but Puck, he's not going to be able to save his teammate right there in coL, who ends up going down. So after all of that, it only ends up being the kill onto Ogre Magi, as Venomancer managed to get on out of there, once again using those 4 staffs. So they come into play between Veno and the Drow.
And they are not finding any kills on important heroes on the complexity side. Drow 0 deaths, Limp as well.
10-0-1.
We have 5 deaths Venomancer, but he really doesn't care at all. He just needs that level 12, Poison Nova level 2, with the Whale. AA, I was talking about AA level 10. Usually it's a level position 5 AA who needs the gold. Now with the 10% spell amp and Aghanim Scepter, that's just an insane amount of damage.
It's scary, man. I mean, I talked about the possibility of seeing a mid-Ancient Apparition. We've definitely seen that again, you know, most notably in Samael VG playing it fairly recently. But it almost feels like that he kind of did play that this skin, the way he's just managed to get such good farm.
Than mid-AAs. Yeah.
It's pretty ridiculous. So the fact that he has an axe pre-20 minutes as technically a 4 support hero is just absurd, but it just keeps getting worse for SG Esports as the theme right here, and it's hard to find kind of that turning point, and this is not going to be better for them. Bardino again in trouble. Puts out a weave. He's like, I might as well do something before I deal, and another okay comes out. I mean, Phantom Lancer at least, so he's kind of playing the sacrificial lamb here, you know, at least baiting them out, and again, the space created, as people like to suggest. But so what's the comeback, Lacoste? You're the coach of SG Esports right here. What do you say to this team?
You say what Bardino is saying. Okay.
Just say okay. I got nothing for you. Okay. I mean, they got a Diffusal and Phantom Lancer now.
I mean, this game is gonna end in the next 5 minutes. There's a double damage on top. They can just go for the Roche. I mean, they can continue to farm, just keep the pressure, take it slow. It's a important game for them.
Yeah.
But I feel like they can finish the game.
I think Roshan's going to help him do that, really.
Yeah, Rosh died in 5 seconds.
That was fast. Double damage helps. Your casual double damage spawn at Roshan. Happens all the time. And Chessie leading the way. Picks up the Aegis. And Bardino again. Probably going to be found right here. Oh, no, he wants to go for tie. He's like, oh, wait, Dazzle, free kill. He's going to be able to TP out, though, so good reaction on his part. But yeah, the Bloodlust, I think that's something we've kind of overlooked a little bit, too. Is one thing to have the Drow aura, but you throw a Bloodlust on top of that, so it goes back to the synergy of the draft. Meanwhile, bottom lane. Okay, well, Phantom Lancer got picked off. Dream Coil being used for that, of course. That's a solo kill from Puck. He's level 18 now in this game at 21.5 minutes in, so it continues to be a very, very impressive performance coming out from Limp right here. What is game number 1 of this 2-game series?
That's a Dagon as well on Puck. They're so farmed on the side of Complexity.
Yeah. Hurricane Pike on Venomancer. It's coming out. It's like this is a Venom that had 5 deaths early on in the game, and oh no, he just has a Hurricane Pike by the time the mid-game comes around, so he's just dandy. He is just fine right here. So yeah, SG Esports, I mean, definitely not suggesting that they should be conceding at this point by any means, but you know, this is still the group stages. They not only have another game here, another series after it. This does start to get to a point of when is enough, right? Like, what your mental state is definitely being affected. The more long you see in a game like this, the more you get beat down. Like, is there really a comeback here for
look
SG?
at Limp. He actually finds
He did.
Clockwork.
Knew he was up here somewhere. But yeah, Lacoste, I mean, is this should SG be thinking about throwing in the towel sooner? Or are you fine if teams do this, if they kind of play it out and see what happens?
Of course you're not going to throw the towel yet until you at least... If the fight goes,
base,
yeah,
maybe,
if they lose the tier 3 tower and lose a couple of heroes, the game is just gonna end because of the Drow aura and the Bloodlust.
Bottom lane again, Phantom Lancer. He's probably dead. He's gonna use a doppelganger, try to get away. Nope. The answer is no. Dazzle, same story.
Where's the OK from Bardino?
It's coming. Here we go. Right now. Oh, that'd have been sick. Well,
maybe,
you know he's
maybe
thinking
he used all of them.
It's the game's not letting him anymore. It's like you've overused your OK spam.
There was not a single Ravage used in this game.
That's a good point, yeah. That is very true. And I do not recall seeing a Ravage yet. Call down coming out. It's the last 10 really for SG. Might as well try.
We might
Picking
see
out that.
one.
Oh, we got silenced off the bat. The Poison Nova uses well. He's running in. Finally gets the Ravage off. Dropping about half life. It does do plenty of stun right there. But Chessie just going toe-to-toe with the Gyrocopter. He gets stunned by the homing missile. Speaking of stuns, but he's going to be fine going after him with the 4 staff. Okay, the Hurricane Pike right there. He still has the Aegis, by the way, on top of this. They don't kill the Gyrocopter, but they kill everyone else. All they lost was the Venom, but he did his job. And they're going to take out the Shrines right here. So, or the, excuse me, the Barracks here. Going to go mid and do even more, so Complexity having fun with it on the other side, using the emails themselves. But yeah, this is just more and more a victory in the making here for Complexity.
Yeah, these Raxes are going down, no Ravage, no nothing. Time to give up on this game.
I also just saw Kaya purchased by Ancient Apparition, by the way.
So even more spell amp.
Yeah, with that talent. He doesn't even have it yet, but man, core Ancient Apparition. Maybe it is something.
Well,
20
level 15 talent on AA is so weird. Like, what do we need to give AA? Like, give him 20 health regen.
Health regen does seem a little odd.
Yeah, but why? That doesn't do anything to a hero.
Yeah. I mean, he
no synergy.
It's still good, but you're right. It's just like you're not looking to take a lot of damage. You're not like in the front lines. Yeah, hell, ideally it's an Ancient Apparition. You're literally on the other side of the map, right? So it is a odd talent, I agree, but he still does get it, to be fair.
He has 26.5 spell amp with the talent and Kaya.
These Ice Blasts are doing insane damage.
Alright, SG wants to try to defend.
They are trying, darn it.
One more time.
They're gonna get some credit for that here.
One more time.
Great song. You expect me to continue that?
Yeah.
You like look over at me, you're like,
celebrate.
I'm breaking, now's our chance. Now's our chance to make history. I'm like, nah, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, they're going to break into the base right here, attempt to, and it tells me it could be successful. Drow even gets an Ags purchased. Wow. Okay.
It's eggs and Maelstrom. Like, these items are just popping up in their inventory.
Yeah.
ALT, is it gonna connect on the Dazzle? Is he gonna die?
It is Dazzle. Oh, yep, he's dead. Buck's like, I got you, fam. Hold my beer. And there's the okay from Bardina. We're having fun here. Complexity's definitely having fun. I mean, SG with the email, it seems like, you know, they're making the best of it, but it's definitely a lost cause at this point. Here we go. Maybe this is the last stand right here. Clockwork going in, call down coming out. Not really the best done though. Ravage is still ready to be used, but he just simply can't get the angle to use it. Chessie, oh, he put himself in an awkward spot. Actually, Chessie's in trouble. He has to end up man fighting right here. So Jakob just slowly walking towards him, but the BKB wears off the take on Nuke to finish. And there you go. Something told me, yeah, that was going to be it. GG, well played. Game 1 will indeed go to Complexity. So obviously the later game there, a little silly at points, but what do we take from this game, though, if you're Complexity? I mean, the start was shaky for the top lane, but again, the solos did very well. What's the overall success you think for this game 1 here for Complexity?
Well, it's a lot of boost for Complexity, which they